Kwaba.
Teacher Kojo, Major so.
Yes,
Share Oba Juma. Na Mateo Council social media. O commentary o come who's a trendy ankasa.
Say na say obetre match na foforo.
Enti ebia
no mo share no.
And return encounter no mo sha say na wasan ama commentary na magana fo ahu e de ekoso.
Mate. Say bibia boko.
O nyame adom ya da nyame asese ahoden wo emu a enen so ya betena ase ye share ya che. But I think say ye share in the coming days in the betimi share and very short way say we be opportunity to engage because first na edro nwumere say ya na haya na yete but say nemo bia sesa kakra ntina ma schedules no sometimes I hear some busy way been to edro ho na but we will still try to engage say ba ya edro nwumere say ya omo pon adwuma mo fie na amanfo a same omo aye free kakra na omo nso no person mo hu de ekoso Ghana no we may use the opportunity to engage them. So I think it's good to be here once again. Yeah.
All right. Where dear you will be sibre kunami di na show. Yem kanka besie Ukraine and Russia for na enyo mo ntokwa. And so ho kwakwanyi pa and the year manoka say Ghana disuanfo no bi okọ and ekura na yate say 24 and yetimi du o maba and okura yo mo a wo matimi afo mo kwanso adwane de afri Ukraine man mo akọ mpatem a eben ho no Ukraine and Russia and Tokoya afri ase say and yebesi afa no na nsunsuanso ben na bewo ewo amanya Ghana so ye kan bi
Teacher Kojo ma menchia na mesanchia watie for bi I'm saying in the past by 2 weeks in here, and that's 1 week in there. Also TV, but we are about to be a social media. Obia eka Russia and Ukraine tokwa ekoso. And we said there we are CTS say na. You say a global village. Enti ye ni o man bi asem na ye ni o man bi asem. Yete ha na virus bi China. And a coronavirus. At some point, Donald Trump cried to Nidin say, "You find the Chinese virus or China virus." Na all the ridicule mo. Na ni ba na hoso na duru US duru ba bia amagana ha kra no yensa kan ye de asisi a ye kasa yi COVID-19 impact no ye gusu a ye ko. And they say the reality e de no o man bi ni nasem nti asem ba o man ba ko so a ni impact no etimi kan obia e na ahia say and to kwai ekoso Ukraine and Russia and temno and also enya similar impact because and that's all called the economic front Russia countries are more supply oil pie was as we so and because of nearmana ekoso no clearly you could see say prices in as for the global market no and effect also several other things countries na ben no santa kwasi refugee we expect on sabeka and whole lot of activities are ekoso no we be say ye free na ye ba beduru ha say so we ntokwa we ba bia start free I think say it's unfortunate say Ukraine and ye oman ntokwa no ekoso but niema na amasa ntokwa we ekoso no eso chan Ukraine no as oman yes it's an interplay of a number of mechanisms far above Ukraine metimi aka say a superiority contest bi na say contest of supremacy between the world superpowers Russia and then US. Unfortunately no Russia abe just a pawn on the chessboard of these superpowers are victims in a very unfortunate situation but the yakoba nyina and say abanfo ate say nipa ekon ba omunnim de ba ya omoko so wo he kwan ya fa so ayekon the First World War na yakon the Second World War na clearly a kire say war na aba we asese ni say ba at the global stage yakon e form alliance and aye de kon it is all had the Second World War na ye war the Axis powers and na ye war the Allied forces Axis powers na ye omo de ntokwa na ba the Nazi Germany for and Italy ka ho and Japan omo miensa and omo say omo be konka wiase nyina nti omo na kofa ntokwa na ba ye from the your friend said the Axis powers and I friend the Allied forces so ka omo ho bom in a very unusual circumstance Russia ya ka ho asemi nei oni US eden the nam for nyina na omugina faako a na omo ka de allied forces no a omo kon ya enam so ma ye defeat Germany ama Japan na last minute ono de say onti ja obekontokwa na nso no ene koma US for call dane bomb gu omo so atomic bomb awo ye friend say Japan kromienu a ekofa sa ntokwa na wie ye de baaye endu he said sa ntokwa na si baaye na omo hu say the yenya first world war yenya second world war the possibility say ebenya third world war no obian ntimi ento ntwede and this answer betimi awe ne war no say ya alliance and say ya form dia and then let us form an alliance and then the US and some European countries in 1949 your friends say I think that date na can ho ne be somewhere 4th of April in Washington DC and 12 countries atena na form this particular NATO the whole essence is more come ho abom sabe o betimi defend omo ho because we nim da achi de besi because omo said the first world war no siko na second world war no na Axis powers no come ho bom na allied forces no so come ho bom na e man tokwa no sabe omo timi ohom ho ye den ama omo timi kon ye and they decided to form this particular your friend is saying NATO way a common defense alliance these countries no bebo omo ho ban no omo won hihye ya obi fa so omo akọ join enti omo form is had no in 1949 awie no world war no and second world war no end in krakra ma obi akotena gi ne ba bi na other countries who said no baby ade we ye kwe yenso no je say ye de ye ho ekokọ batabi enti obaha country bit say Turkey Greece at that early stage edo mo ho kokọ join ye ama membership no kosoro eno achi Spain ya Spain ni esan kokọ join ye na Germany because of say na emu achemienu say na blockade e ho ye the western part and then the eastern part na west no so ko join ye enti na numbers na ekọ nanima bana Russia ekura the eastern part of Germany enti samra after the Cold War na 1990 Soviet Union crash ye no then Russia for your man say okay Germany no ye free ho akọ enti ye free ho akọ no Germany betimi aka bo ma ba akọ so the western part and the eastern part na unify ye ebe ye one Germany and omo two ni nyina join NATO as a country. Then the agreement between the then Russian president Gorbachev on US Secretary of State then no one John Barker agreement on mod by and say okay say Germany join there na say ye jai eastern part na mamo there e free na ko ade NATO na mo friend NATO no omo increase omo membership emma Russia ehena no biem. That was the agreement they had after the unification of Germany omo join here in 1990 no omo catch omo say omo expand enko omo nimbiem enti sebeya because or expand ba na nima omo de akode na sefo beguo sebeya ntokwa ba betime ba omo ho ban. So they had that particular agreement in 1990 say NATO no enko na nimbiem sa na etia kopem 1999 to which means a period of 9 years they no be enjoying it. So 1999 na niema sha asese ye country a ben Russia bit is Poland or mine bit is Hungary or mine bit is Czech Republic and omko joining in 1999 na Russia express concern say no ye no more can say after Germany are joining or mine be enjoying biem but amongst they were able to cite other mechanisms at the entia or joining and no achi between 2002 and 2004 7 other countries esanko join here the man say Russia kura say na ye countries be Baltic Republic omo no mo join part abra na Soviet Union original na so no mo ka ho sa country ni Estonia, Latvia and Lithuania. These 3 countries no so ko join here plus other 4 ekwa 7 the which means alliance no spread ekwa Russia hena no pe na ebe no eno achi 2009 unya Albania ni Croatia omo so ko join here Russia ekan ye but still na obi an ho ti omo 2017 ya na no ada ya Montenegro and North Macedonia your friend say Macedonia enso ko join here yes na no ada yo and as a sia me no kasa nti sa last time we be joining ye 2017 and last sa these two countries go join ye by no chi no several other countries are more the Eastern Bloc no still more bebre person or join us sia me no kasa Sweden 4% more join Finland 4% more join and your friend says Serbia and then as a phone in person more join Ukraine your friends say Georgia these countries in obia person join yes. And to be about doing say countries no more kasa more joining in are sovereign countries. They have the right to self-determination. They have the right to protect themselves, even though Russia say the territory, you know. But don't also forget that these countries, you know, most of more joining, they also have their territory. And now the first question also be say now US a world superpower, Russia a world superpower. Why say countries you close to Russia ni nyina amon join Russia bom na momo nyina obia edno ho join the West. The answer to that particular question is omo hear the internal politics, not the interplay of various mechanisms. And so far as Russian politics is concerned, are there even freedom of speech, freedom of association in as for them enkoye democracy in as for but be we say about bedri among for you exposed to Western education. Democracy are the oppo majority of the world agiatum. So we even though many Russia or Timehina no pair but me say Russia we political opponent na ya chill. We demonstrate ndokwa ye kosi nipo mo ye demonstration our St. Petersburg our Russia as at now ya arrested about 2,000 individuals to almost 4,000. We see about this oh no enuntina countries na wa around ni nyina hu say niam e koso no ye de ho bo enye because nka ye ka two superpowers maybe US way then the safest way look at a country like Turkey. Turkey crowd I think they Muslim dominated way, but after the Second World War now who the dynamics are now world politics in they decided to join this particular tenor and they are aligned to NATO and several other Eastern Bloc countries now no more loyal to your friend is saying Russia. So her mind be to say Pope John Paul II Poland, because oh here quite on fast free communism then as a phone ma you know be asuro because of sadnema air cost because oh here president here so in your friend Putin here Putin on Putin by president there 2000 so from 2000 to 2022 year how many years? Almost 22 years. 22 years. No, what's for free ma between 2008 to 2012 on Kwana na onye president. From 2000 basic 2022. Netana I'm say be 2024. The whole of this 24 years, what's for free ma? Onunko ebedi 20 years. That is the nature of politics. And the what that's how to be there. Obi en hold na hobabo. Anything na Ukraine out in hwena no pay no e make effort say. Babia meti sesi Samahwe nema ekoso o Russia kwa mfa so mototo o nema na kabima minkabi na sefo no eniso na wo he nema ekoso na samede me hokobo na dabi minim de besi and this is an etie ne dia memfa me honkonkobo NATO because the very moment I would ho bebo NATO say kim o man bi antimi fa ne sankan because I wo he article 5 of their charter na ye fra adebi common ye fra ne saying defense. So wo to bomb ba ko na etera ntokwa ekoso yi so wo to bomb ba ko pe na etera Ukraine na koto Poland say wom what declare third world war because Poland is NATO territory. So the might of US, France, ne na se for num nyina no will come on you.
It is idea na you hone sana nye simple idea bi.
Enya simple kra I betimi atrigger third world war. Say ade kakra bi ekọ wronga. Enu ntina nema na ekoso nsesi abena ka say Putin who say there is a window of opportunity. Ukraine enye part of NATO. And you attack na obi enu obetimi abasa oba be kwanje no because sanete entokwa no me say there are unwritten rules so far as wars are concerned. You don't just walk into war because obi no obi kon the obaye ne so obaye patafo say onka wo ho a the obaye ne so obaye patafo onkwaje nko nti the ohe so esumase no mum say what omo oje ko esumase no wo he the way your friend say Ukraine for no titi planes in as for go clearly you who see say and sabish sumasi a come on but obi anyi nanim oba Ukraine e kon what I say because I have estimation Putin in the military yeah no free say oh walk over or ba be capture or more capital ho na what two Zelensky free so no I install it or be a lawyer to him or be go against the West on course or joining NATO. But unfortunately no anyasa we had losses or munya na se for no ma enya de ketwa ba bia ba bedri. Na tija kojo ade ba ko a esan aba bedru abi se na ba bia wiase aye we wa ho. Wo nkọ wo enkọ we ni o. Ye kan we superpower na manfo eguso na yes yeti hey obia uti ushi obi abonte obi se me wa America ushi obi me wo Putin ushi ya me wo Putin and some on the street ne kan di agro na se for them but you can say obi owo the might of the world to punish obia. Yes, you can talk about the superpower the your friend say the bipolar world order. That is how you can bipolar the US and the Soviet Union. And there are other people almost say your friend they be tripolar. Tripolar nature said there is an emerging third force, China, our moba, or monsono, a world superpower. So instead of the unipolar world now, you see or bipolar, and then you see or tripolar, which means the one who bring China into the argument. But the whole thing is in all these countries, apart from say you can military might, US will be, China will be, and Germany, your friend is saying Putin will be. Nuclear arsenals, yeah, you can these three countries will be, and now call him acquire out in North Korea, yeah, our to my nuclear weapon will be. So all these things, they can't send you will be. But beyond the military might, beyond your economic might, what other influence are now, and I'm always superior. And then America DBT or Munina because we are you could see clearly say so we had a global financial system now. US and as have the power to kick you out because I had the various economic sanctions that you treated Russia. So go and check Omo Sikano. Within a week, I depreciated by 14%. Yes, within a week. Omo Sikana Abubu Kojo Omo what Oko has CIA bank no ya you more free your system be a kind of shift. Globally and a financial system world you had transfer discussion cause for US and allies here free you free man won't mean tower there Nippon mote Russia amu eye adwuma e outside ye tu omo ka through the interbank system na so for no ya you free sika kam ATM kura ko gina ho ntimi nyi sika what I say. So apart from say you flex system with the military might and so on, these are other things when they invoke them and the US is strategically positioned in such a way that or is there a lot of influence over some of these countries, some of these agencies and institutions like the Bretton Woods institution, the World Bank and then as a for them, I find it free. See I'm not say FIFA I issue statement say you suspended Russia from all FIFA games. IOC, the International Olympics way. Ya suspend omo judo a omo kra na am say omo president ni pa oda omo na ye Putin na nkasa no ya suspend no and several other global way bia ubehu say ye ka ho asem bia ya yi omo firim sese ya okọ the alphabet campaign omo oni Google na ya fa say YouTuber most of the Russian state media ni na ya block omo access to everything and the war ya ekoso so usi abonte a clearly I trust say Ukraine na win the entity say Russia for any media be all kind of samamano. Almost media na holding in Western media. So if you wage war at this time, you cannot win. That is the problem. Because I don't want to become a samamon. TV station be na okoso, ni akokan Russia asem. So Facebook na be akokan na okokan na say Facebook for who is a wokan we ya, they will block you. Say YouTube now because na say war na say yes you Friday Russian war propaganda we are target one year you film so you may have genuine sentiment genuine concern what's by the power when it you because the world is largely dominated by Western everything what I say so anything like I say at this particular time no war is not the option because I won't hit Russia near my Ukraine near my everywhere na enkran ketwa na mehu akora bia with this best 6 months and na to ade ma sunu mo na mu refugee situation ya creating na asefo nipa ya ku omo nema ya se na asefo no yes Putin may have legitimate concerns yes aye western incursion na eba ne hwena no or concern na ye betimi address and but usu bisa ho say ade na menye ni ya nipa omo wo menche nyina obi ekọ. That is the question. Sit and down and do self-introspection. Say, Adiana, me Russia, me ya, me nam for 4 women chain, Turkey, Empress Obama chain, Hungary, Empress Obama chain, Estonia, Empress Obama chain, Latvia, Empress Obama chain, Hungary, Empress Obama. Ade, dear Nancy, our winning, I heard be America way. only allies still they are chasing them say a honor comfort or a honor yebeko because and then everybody want democracy.
Yes.
The Western education has enlightened people to the extent say and then obia who say West na the nature and the way things play out a democracy. You see, until we a leader, now when you're very smart, not one act swiftly in dealing with some of this situation in a manner. Oh, better I know the day. Oh, better come. If it's as a maybe to Gaddafi, oh, young Kasa, you cannot happen. Gaddafi in Libya was really doing well. Obedient to Minkasana Gaddafi, and Yadia. Was all had the economy in Libya. Now her coin of fast or not to Nema. But they are not only say Libya now, you know. Your people were getting exposed to Western education. On one case, the macra or sponsor to go to Western countries to learn. So the very more amount for air carbon, you know, now they are getting exposed to Western education, a democracy, a tribal. So by the time I realized it, a lot of his own people, no, who the thing called democracy. So they came back and questioned him, say, ya woman Gaddafi a president, or that's a president, I don't mind any Diana. Adamonti adibia friend democracy as a to abamo biaba that is where the power no shall lose control because so why I say opesa what national person umpesa obia bedibia then don't get your people exposed to Western education but your people are getting exposed to Western education they will become enlightened and come back and challenge you for your own authority at the end of the day and you on kasa microphone at town man na to momuku no sana tie okon North Korea ko ya oti ho awaje o man na boso se ne papa na dija na ntino the strategy we're taking is within North Korea there is nothing like Western education. So at the end of the day, you know, who on never feed you? No. You don't have internet, you know. We access to a lot. Was it Olympics game or mokoe na okot? Oye tumrikana. When I say na ya mom phone. Ya mom Samsung phone. Ya one almost say wa we North Korea ni kwa Samsung phone. O man mu o me ma hobiem. And they didn't accept it because Samsung no say omunia no South Korea for na ye na ono ne time for as we so kwaji ne phone da ba ne krom and this anet here enti say why wadwen say wo pesa wo ye sa dictatorial kind of leadership now pesa wo tena so be 30 years then equally do unkro for na abro don't men more when you're exposed to Western education. But the very moment people become exposed, no more exposed to Western education, you know, democracy will take the center stage in their mind and they'll begin to question you. Say, I see your tuaba, okwaha, say, oh, opportunity, na se nipa no etimi tuaba mawa, unsuru be leader, na leader no, enye obi, nyankopo ambo obi so bako for na leader, obi etimi be dibi, opportunity, nipa na dia kwanya na be mawo. So when they get exposed to all these things, now coming back and say, mena me leader, people will begin to question, okwaha no ne hoi, propaganda. So Russia, no, North Korea. Because we're creating a secret state in our team. We don't have access to anything. Or my muho, do a mochra no mochra, and then the propaganda goes on. Yeah, video games. Now yeah, the American flag na aye nipa. Nipa or American flag no esena or your enemy. So that is how they bring them up. And to open you know. Anything West, you know, because video games are more born, you know, who will be your American flag or your enemy, who will be your ACR or your enemy, and as for these are things that you're inserting on their mind. So I know the day, you know, it's very difficult for them to break away. That is why I came North Korea, they're able to hold the country under their grip because psychologically, you know, they are in control of their mind. They don't allow them to trip off to listen to other things. But maybe I do call Russia, and as if unfortunately, living within Russia, media now, no. Our access to the Western media, they view whatever going on in the world. So within there is internal resistance because with your media there are other decent group, but sorry now we judge you say Ghana have politics here, of course here, and I could for the idea na and yeah, within better high yeah come on even though I'm for say a repressive regime there cause and as for there, but they are also Russia and as for no, I don't know, they will designate you as an enemy of state. Yeah, power near the Siberia. That's Siberia, so there you can go and read about that. There, so that is the kind of treatment I had the man for. And the countries no more around the no Russia will be abone, but I'm had the future because don't forget a third world war between break out to be more. And about side nuclear arsenal and as a fire and never be about bedri. Who said Putin said the nuclear arsenal up to high alert. Oh no, mind what is a Ukraine? You can nuclear arsenal.
Net is a winner cost.
Yeah.
Russia suban bi omo ewomo.
Yeah.
Say oh yeah dear yeah makwan ya ne teso ya.
Yeah.
Entina ayi nkrofo ni nyina pese omo twe omo.
And ntia.
Na omo nso how ne sen. So bi no so wo twe ne ho a ade entina akwesa Russia for ehwe interest wo. Emu say omo kwa na e omo ya.
That is the thing because ti yakojo yasisa wote ho na say o tamfo e boaboa edom ano a edom no mo boaboa no David no ya dom na eba betu. That is the fear. That is the fear. But instead of them to adopt a different posture, NASA quite America nam so or forming alliance in association in as for in a friendly way, yeah, convincing among for giving among for package to come and join us, you know. They should have gone the same way because and now you can't force people to do things that you want to. Mamen Kaze mention after the Second World War now. No, not even after the Second World War. Yes, in the Samra na yakun to kwani we no. Na oko the Eastern Bloc na there were a lot of countries na Nipa no US President your friend Harris S. Truman. Now he feared the your friend say communist incursion over the world because now a deliberate policy way for the capitalism in the nam and a way for also the communism in the nam and will be spread the wabe winning so now afa. And then Truman the package by say okay me the package by friend the Truman's package the Marshall the plan you find a Marshall plan out of that there was something called the Truman's package. And the package in here, oh your mind, nasa one person would do about Russia, and nasa we a communist country cannot so break your way abra. Yabemoska, Sika Pudu nebra bajibi, Sazi can be na Turkey, Koje, and now Kotekia. It's an attractive destination, everybody. Go to Istanbul. It's a very nice nation because they enjoy stability from the very beginning of the Second World War. They went for that particular package, and several countries went for the package, and on is stable. So when you first Nipa Germany after the Second World War, they took a stance and no, free Germany, free now kwade free ntokwa, yam fa ho kwhye biem da. Enti ntokwa ekosi, the na omo yo maji say troop kro omo fa bi nko. But somebody reminded them say, now Oman bakwan yaboa no wiase pa Germany because mukodi munsem hunu during the Second World War no the country was disintegrated ebubuye because Germany was in fragment na ya share me say the western part no ya share between three countries the western part no for America for UK for France the western part and the eastern part no Russia for the blockade atoso and na man fa akire de no but after the Second World War no Truman package ya na ode bae na ode oje France de na oje UK de na ode ka America de na build here to become the western part. So omo unify in 1990 no. Now go to Germany and look at Germany. So for mind back one ya nature na boa na Germany nti enra omo parliament ne kwatena no they went against that particular directive and now they are sending aid military way na asefo nyina to Ukraine your friends and what he's doing, unfortunately for Putin, you know, was succeeding in uniting the West. Now they are very solid. And they have the economic way. Me at the sanctions are good. So, now for normal, one chain, me wow. We have Belarus, or there no or the sanctions got to find so. Even China, one for say, friends. World superpower na se for the cause you own to me nkasa ko omko UN na omko to aba the oman join omo so omo excuse you omo to aba no because the very moment okwa kire how there okwa to aba ma Russia say o support omo pe sanctions e be so agusu no wa he oman bebo and these countries say a change a Russia any opportunity to slash any economic sanction on anybody say a see China side China ntimi for economic sanction to obiaso so always and always the West will have that particular superiority to sanction you apart from your military mind because about military now will be me will be about sika will be me will be but your hour wouldn't be say he can influence on FIFA to take you out of the FIFA World Cup or bet me influence their friends have various institutions and corporations to black you out and at the end of the day no you become an isolated country.
Okay, me da say Ivan Kyei innocent researcher and I would say you know kasa live on Ahoto 92. Okay, still live on Ahoto 92.3 FM 55 after 8. For Addo 0541825106 ebeba na yakenka ediama Ivan Kyei innocent researcher da so wo fia Ivan yemwie Russia for the na fe ye mehwe free SHS eno wasem say na kakra bia tie kam Russia for the
so I think that will be some the impact ebenya we so it's true yes asono mienu nya counter kwase ya o yeda here wa wote form no yes because it's an undeniable fact upon my back one O2 or produce petrol pa Russia and even Europe gas almost nya supply and as for nyina do na no omunya free Russia pipeline and as for no but enam to kwana e koso nti ene most of the European countries no omo aka say gas no cry to say baba dinya omo be yo omo nto yes because see me no kasa anwumre say wuti esien na omo say the omo wo in stock no ebetimi atake omo for about 2 weeks and 1 month ho and ebeduru ho no na omo ameki other effort ometimi anya bi from other sources and nyina akire how amam 4% this particular war no ebende because apart from say ye lose humans nipo mu ni na se for no nyina no ada we ye ka ho enya de ketewa. And to the point or kase obe yusu ni nuclear arsenal na se for ni mi tie gojo nuclear arsenal na nya de a o kwotena se a yusu no kwa kwasa awo because a very destructive weapon answer na eno beba no de na ye wo atomic bomb and atomic bomb kra no ai abasa say yes amamfo atomic the first time I yusu e wo nipa dasani so is somewhere your friend said during the Second World War US a time be the call Japan because now their friends said the main countries now normal contact access powers na me say ya 3 ya the Nazi and the Italy no we no crowd there omo esaranda but Japan they say until jai santo kwana na US nka ho na omoti omo baby unfortunately na Japan for ya koto bomb koto omo territory Pearl Harbor disaster isi na mo do omo hojim eno achina ntokwa no mo so mu ntwa so no na mo tam bomb sa mienu afi na mo aye ya frɛ ba kon small boy and ya frɛ ba kon big man na mo ko jagu omo so nipo mu ku omo over 120,000 nipa na mo elusi omo a radiation poison na se for mu nyae. So that was the first and the only time I use atomic bomb in the world history I use nipa. So nuclear na ba and the nuclear arsenals no as for deterrence purposes. Yeah, who's a ya can military might. It's not about say me no ku giga and am we military might. I'm telling you say teacher kojo me a wona me yi me wo akode o me dem o we na me wo na say wodi ho agora me yisu. So having that particular your friend say arsenal for deterrence now you show the other guy say you are prepared to use them but obi anyusu na ukoto nuclear way na ukoto na wa betena say na so ukoto akwase hwan because say uto ekoto Ukraine won't discriminate ubekun kurakun we and through that particular point na obi adere ho badwuma na wiase no na eba na we so these things are just bluff keke me know because enye nuru ye because we akonde omowo na akonde a Ukraine wa asa wona akora ekon oba ekon na wabol no so abo obi se ukofi akofa se kan aba bekon na oba nso de wona ne kon de se kan mema mienu mfa nya mo ho so I think say baby aba bedru enyina mo mpan se ntokwa no to betwa because enyare se beboa ntokwa de bia meka se hwan ne di bem na hwan ne di fo obi ntimi nka entirely said the west omunya nya bibi omo ye niam ba ko na mienu a ankoye Russia so free say bia mo ne nani ye but baby aba bedru say ye call full scale war no obi na niam sisi nyina because I heard the economic sanctions na say for sisi ameno ka say Norway na omo wo your friend say sovereign wealth fund omo de investment Russia is the biggest in the world history about $1.3 trillion and omo say omo divested to a different place because of this particular way. Russia yes Russia a billionaires omo ho your friend ko the oligarchs omo ajapade omo wo e wa ma no ne US as for your freezing nyina US omo banks US asset omo wo abonten amanone UK ra chese sika ye kan wase nye sika ketewa ne nyina de nsa ato so wonya bi wo ye Russia sika ni na akoye investment wo abonten ya je ya pam se ko krom yes and o had the AC England yeah there are some parliamentarians in the UK who are proposing say friends say Chelsea Football Club owner no onyanya hwe Abramovich but because of you say nadam for na your friend is saying Putin for that particular when the Chelsea team the Jim free nisam I now hand over to trustee but still among force he's the owner Jim free nisam e basa war na ba no this individuals omunyanya hwe but omoja pade na se for account mo at end of the day no ho wie emma so I think say nyina we are hoping say seize fire because and negotiation na e course na omo no mokotena ase say omo kasa na ankosi awie because the Putin kan say Zelensky and sorry no nka say akonwa na oni biem na ontu no ho na han so dey no because this is a sovereign country or identify am say your mind and for that particular thing they will die defending themselves because we na no video bi aba bonten a Russia warship back a signal nkofo mote your friend say another warship your friend say Ukraine and no a signal mo say omo surrender anya sa ombeku omo response omo dem omo say go fuck your mother and omo bomb you omo nyina ku omo so it means that people are willing to die to defend their motherland. It doesn't matter the basi omo president na evacuate na sembe na okan so okwahin no waja ne nkrofo ohefa na war no ba na oba no mu nyina wawi abaka kire hwan say commander in chief hwan he's there fighting with them ohu a anya hwe history be kai ne say ntokwa bi si ye no ananya omo forta obi na de ntokwa na bae no he stood shoulder by shoulder with his people enum no odinya ani wo and history will be very charitable for him you know ntokwa na ekoso no be have videos ni pictures na ba ni nyina on na mu address no was a soldier ni a on an for even though as a leader he's not supposed to do that. He's supposed to be in a bunker somewhere instructing people to fight. But baby ababedu no you say akwa nko a na mo sabe saneti say no ade no ho agim so I think say ntokwa na mo bia we are all hoping say enye and condemnation from other countries in nase for no I think say it's timely because baby we are see aduru development they do we are say so utu ani hwe US even hwe Russia to ani hwe Germany. Hey, near my SCCs of infrastructure and investment among for aye. No, we got to bomb babu ni na to agu. In the past SCC year, so had their course for Afghanistan. We have so their course for Libya. Hey, we all condemn those wars. War and your solution. And I think that over the years, among we those war no, Afghanistan yeah, Bush didn't answer for no later one and your muhundu we clearly. Unim say common opportunity and that particular decision common take it. I just say I be no about me compensate say we taking human life. I think that they should cease fire.